Okay guys, we are live. I'm going to do a quick intro and I'm going to type in jobs. We're going to get started. Appreciate your patience. Welcome to this unscheduled live stream of our Friday night Raidfest on Sarlona, a public event that the High Lords of Malkir, my guild, hosts every Friday night. And if you're on Sarlona, I hope you'll join us sometime. We do it every Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. We do Mark of Death, Defiler of the Just, and Riding the Storm Out. And so yeah, I thought, what the heck, we haven't live streamed this one in a while. We live streamed, I think, the first time that we did this event. This is just a little bit of a newer event. We used to do Mark of Death Fest on Friday night, a bunch of Mark of Deaths, but then as community interest in that raid dwindled, we decided to change it up. Alright, I need to figure this out. Alright, so who here can stone mobs? We're just going to be doing hard. Gentis Reconstructor. Okay. I'm going to type in jobs.
No, I'm DPS.
Oh, okay.
The second one said he's got like an 86 DC on that.
Cool.
Stuff.
Need
Yeah, he's really up there.
Gonna need some volunteers to do outer D doors as well. I can do one or the other, I don't care which, but I need at least one person to volunteer to do either northeast or southwest. Hey Melissa, welcome to the live stream.
I think one of them is user percaster. It's the SP.
Okay, I will send you Reconstructor and Imara to the northeast one, and I'll do the southwest.
No, I don't need him if someone else needs to take him. Go ahead.
Alright, there are the jobs. Like I said, we're just going to be doing hard tonight. So, folks watching the live stream, like I said, this is a public event, and about half the group is High Lords, and half the group is other folks. Actually, a lot of our regulars in here. Everybody here, like I said, we do this event every week. Everybody here is somebody that joins it like every week, except for Second Life. He said he's joined us a couple times, but the others definitely join us like every week. So it's really cool to have the regulars here. Probably should be doing Epic Elite. We did Epic Elite last week, and usually we just do hard to keep it simple, but sometimes we do, you know, Epic Elite if we feel like we got a baller crew. And the truth is, the crew probably could handle EE, but last week we had, like, we did EE, and it was really scary because we had so much lag. You know, it was Ravenloft just came out. Oh, thanks, guys. Okay, I'm going to read the jobs. Northeast can be Reconstructor and Aymara. Southwest can be Voodoo. On Trash, and they're all going to be stoning, are Second Life, Jin, and Rom. Please do not attack any stoned mobs. So the three of you wizards are going to be able to easily stone everything, but I'm also looking to you to take care of the quells too, since I'm putting three of you guys on trash duty. If there's nothing that needs to be stoned or killed, then you can help out DPSing the Abbot or the Death Knights, okay? And then everyone else, if your name isn't Rom, Second Life, or Jin, you will be on Abbot and Death Knight DPS. Any questions? Hey Robert, welcome. Looks like we're all here. Let's get last second buffs. And let's do it. So I was telling a funny story right before I turned on the live stream about. So we have several Australians here in High Lords, and I live in Michigan, mid-Michigan. We get a lot of snow here, but you know, Australians, they don't know what the heck snow is, right? Or what to do with it. So, Abbott East. So I'm telling my Australian friend here, I'm like, oh, I gotta shovel the snow, right? You know, this was early this morning, right? And he's like, well, couldn't you just get the hose out and just like spray it down and it would turn to slush and wash away or something? And I'm like, no, you wouldn't want to do that. You have an ice skating rink, you know? And he's like, well, could you get like a leaf blower, like a real strong one, and just blow the snow away? And I'm like, no, I don't think that would work. You know, it's snow blowers, but that's something different. And then he's like, well, could you use a flamethrower? Legitimately asking if you could use a flamethrower to get rid of the snow. And so I almost wet myself at that point in the conversation. And then I went out and shoveled the snow, and I couldn't stop laughing. Make sure you get your bearings when you're coming out of there and you go to the correct door. So yeah, it just, that shit cracks me up. Dude, asking if we could use a flamethrower to get rid of the snow. I don't know what you guys do in Australia, but you can't just go to the corner store and get a flamethrower in the United States.
Man, I got stuck into the platform.
Yeah, shit happens, man. Almost happened to me with this hitching. You know, it's really scary. Gentis, I just told your snow story to the live stream. It's really the best story I've ever heard. So we're gonna be smashing and grabbing at the same time. So let me know how Northeast doing. Okay. So the reason why, like, if you're watching the live stream and you are not super familiar with this raid, like, you can go ahead and you can kill the Death Knight, and you actually break the sarcophagus, but the room isn't considered completed until the quest item here is taken from the altar, both of them in this case. And as soon as that happens, the D door will appear to go back to the main platform, and then additional trash mobs will start spawning, so the beholders and the quells. So we're going to smash and grab at the same time. Smash and grab. So that the center crew doesn't have to deal with those extra trash mobs for extra time. Then we come back in. Remember, Gentis, Rom, and Second Life are stoning. Don't attack stone mobs. Everybody else is on Abbott and Death Knight DPS. Looks like the Abbott is going to be spawning in the south. Beholder's up. I'm going to switch to single target so my aura doesn't hurt anything for now. Quells are up. Beholder loose. Abbott east. Shame on me, I killed the archer. Abbott South. Okay, Death Knights are coming up.
Thank you.
Do the one with Tensor's transformation first, please. Tensor's first, red one last. Tensor's always spawns in the west. We're going to move into the outside of the platform and move clockwise around the platform as the marks of death come up. You can actually just bring them all together. That's fine. Tensor is dead. Do the one without an aura next. He's in the north. You can bring the red one north too, whoever's got him. Skady. Okay. Just the red one left. Hope everybody's got their death block. This AoE death effect that she does is there's no save. You will die if you don't have death block on. If you're dead and need a raise, please go to the center. Get that raise sling.
Yeah, just trying to figure out how I died.
You're lagged out right there in the blue stuff at the end. Just help yourself to the shrine if you died.
Man, that was a lag.
Yeah. Good luck on your loots. Knives Eternal. Are there any artificers here besides Sabathal? Is there anyone who's an artificer in disguise? Sabathal, do you have this rune arm already? Knives Eternal? Because if there's no other artificers here, I'm just going to give it to you. Oh, you have it. Okay. Why is that popping up in user chat? Knives Eternal, D44, and the taps are D25.
Only one roll on the, we call it
The rune arm. Alright, Thaddeus, you get it with the 2.
diagram. Thank you.
And Thaddeus, looks like you win the taps as well.
Scatty is high roll on the epic diagram, or whatever it is. Is that correct?
Looks like it. Looks like Skady's the only one to roll on it.
Okay, but just wanted to confirm. Sometimes my eyesight doesn't. I don't actually react. Okay, you're it, Scatty.
Okay, folks, Defiler of the Just is next. Everybody's welcome to stay. If not, thank you for coming. And don't forget to turn this one in. Alright, I'm going to catch up on the chat questions and comments. Melissa is Canadian. Nice. We have many Canadians in High Lords. I'm from Michigan, so that makes me like
I'm not flagged for this
half
one.
Canadian.
You guys plan to do riding the storm out as well?
If I got space, I'll post. That's all I can say. Like, I'm going to fill that spot, and, you know, if that person stays, they stay. If not, then there'll be a spot open.
Okay, cool. Thanks for the group thing.
Yeah, thanks for coming, dude. Hey Joshua, welcome. Just listening while you're running tunes through Ravenloft. Cool. Hunter Meretti. I'm guessing you're the person who requested this. If you're just tuning in, I wasn't planning on doing this live stream, but a viewer requested that the event be live streamed, so at first I wasn't going to do it, but then I thought, what the heck, you know, haven't live streamed in a while. I just woke up too, so if I sound groggy, that's why. Yes, Jim, I've run it once, but as far as running it in guild, we've put it on hold because Strahd is a little bugged right now, and I just don't want to deal with the headache. So as soon as they fix that, I'm going to be running it again as a guild, and I'm hoping to include that in the teaching raid series this year, and actually pretty early on. I guess I should say next year. Alright, Defiler is next. Just gonna see if any guildies want this spot. Yeah, there are some videos of the new raid up there. Omnipresence has one, and I think I saw some others as well. Another one of our regulars here. Hey, Avada, welcome. Welcome back.
Thank you. Like the fuel power expired. I got a pile of those real quick. I'll be right there.
Welcome back, Rom. And, you know, like I said at the start, guys, this is a public event. Run it every Friday night. Mark of Death, Defiler, Riding the Storm Out. If you're on Sarlona, you're welcome to join us. We love to meet new people and make new friends and have people in our raids. Details are in the Sarlona forum. And even if you're not a raider, you know, even if you've never run these raids, like, it's cool. Like, I don't mind. We don't care. I'll explain how the raid works. Nobody's gonna give you a hard time. This is a real casual event. Nobody's gonna give you shit for not knowing how the raid works, or if you die 10 times. Like, it's all good. If you've never run a raid before, or whatever, like, if you're interested, we'll have you. Forgot to pick up my reward. It's a good thing that I instinctively went up to the top. That's not where you're supposed to go for Defiler, but I just instinctively went up there because I'm used to, for years, you know, that's where you went for the Tower of Despair raid. Alright, everybody here is a regular now, so y'all know how we do this. So let me figure out corner assignments, and then we'll get started. We're just going to be doing hard for this one. Is there anybody here who feels they are not self-sufficient? You cannot heal yourself adequately. Because if you are not self-sufficient, then I'll stick you in my corner, and I'll help heal you with Renewal and Cocoon.
Could you heal me, please?
I sure will. I'll stick you and Rom in my corner. Okay, northeast would be me, Thaddeus, and Rom. Northwest, Wooter, Jin, Sabbath. Southeast, Stash, Recon, Skady. Southwest, Ivada, Treadway, and Amara. Go ahead and step in, clear to the ambush room if you like. No need to wait. Robert says, I'm not playing much anymore with this hitching problem going on, so it might be a while for me to get back everything till it does get it fixed. Yeah, it's really irritating, Robert. I'm still seeing it, and one of my guildies reconstructor here is saying he's seeing it hitch up for like 10 seconds at a time. You know, for me it's more like 2 to 3 seconds usually. But yeah, it's really, really irritating. I've definitely like lost people because I couldn't get heals off because I was hitching. That's really annoying. They are aware of the problem, and they've already made one attempt to fix it, so, you know, hopefully they'll, I mean, that stands to reason they're going to keep working on it. Night off, you missed DDO, huh? You stopped playing a while ago or something? Okay, looks like we're all in. If you're not familiar with this raid, I was hanging out at a lockout point. Once everybody who's inside the raid gets past that gate that I just went by, then it locks and nobody else can get past there for the rest of the raid. So you just wait till everybody's in, and then you come here, and as soon as you come in here, this ambush starts. And this part is notoriously laggy. We got lucky here that it didn't really lag, but more often than not, it will lag. You kill these executioners here, and then we're all going to go to our corners. Now, if you were to do this in a pug, everybody to your corners, go through your reinforcement room to check for reinforcements on your way. Reinforcements must be south. If you joined a pug, you would more than likely be doing the like run around like a jackass method, where everybody's just like running around hoping that there are enough people in the raid that know what they're doing that you get a completion. But this raid really is all about like killing stuff as fast as possible, and so lag can totally fail this raid because there are two failure conditions. and you don't have a lot of time, you know, and if you're lagging up for 30 seconds, well, then, you know, you can be sunk. And so there's going to be some spawns that are kind of random around the zone, and the reason why I like to do this corner method where I put 3 people in each corner is because we have like as much of the zone as covered as reasonably possible, so that when stuff spawns that we need to kill quickly, you know, randomly throughout the zone, people have eyes on like pretty much the whole zone when we have like corner patrols. And so we just sort of call out where they are. Northeast, see, it's these Abishai executioners here that spawn in random locations. There's going to be 2 sets. There's going to be about 5 waves, 5 or 6 times there'll be 2 sets of them spawn. Maybe more than that, I don't know. And we got to find them and kill them as fast as possible. You see a timer, 53 seconds. If we don't kill them in that time, we lose an Archon. You see it says failure. Do not let Archons be defeated. 5.
Reinforcements are south.
So the theme of this is there's like a devil and Archon battle waging above us, and as the Archons are falling out of the sky because they like got beat down, and the executioners are like sent down here to finish them off, and so we have to kill the executioners before they finish off the Archons. So that's where you get the time, which just disappeared. And if you don't kill the executioners in that little time limit, that time window, then you lose an Archon. If you lose 5 Archons, you auto-fail the raid. Everybody gets kicked right out. The other failure condition is reinforcements if that reaches 12. And here it says 15, but that's, you know, it used to be 15 when this raid first came out, but they made some changes. If reinforcements ever reach 12 or more at any point in the raid, you auto-fail. So reinforcements spawn out of these portals. That portal right there. And there's one in the north and south.
Oh, south. I think you're supposed to be in the north.
Southeast.
North for us.
That light beam tells me where the Archon fell, and then the reinforcements, I mean the executioners will be near that. See the Archon there, off to the side. And when you kill one executioner, you'll see him stand up. When you kill both, he'll fly away. We're gonna kill these both right around the same time. There he stands up. And he flies away.
Reinforcements south.
Fight reinforcements in front of the portals, please. And that's just so everybody knows where to rally.
We lost some reinforcements on the northeast.
You know, also, you know, if you're watching, you're newer, if you're on Sarlona, even if you're not, I mentioned teaching raids earlier. That's something we're going to get started again next month. And these are events that we do for new players, or even for long-time players that just never raided or are still trying to learn raids. And these events, you know, I post details in the Sarlona forum. You gotta sign up for them. You just, you know, send me like a mail or something in game. Send me a tell. Reinforcements north. And I'll sign you up. It's basically every Saturday through the winter and spring at 9 p.m. Eastern. We do a different raid or set of raids each week, and it's a learning environment. You know, I get about 6 of my guildies together to help make things smooth. And then we'll get 6 newbies in there and explain all of how the raid works in a real low stress learning environment where we're just going to have fun and show you how the raid works. And this will be our 5th year doing it. We've been doing it since 2014. So 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, yeah. So it'll be our 5th season doing them. Just awesome. And we've met so many people over the years, made new friends. Skady was actually someone that joined a whole bunch of our teaching raids. Was it last year or year before? And so he's been joining a ton of our raids since then, which is awesome. And Wooter, who's also here, joined like 2 years ago, joined like every one of our teaching raids.
Well,
And
southeast.
we started to get to know her. And so we started inviting her to our regular guild raids, and she was running with us so often, we're just like, we need to just bring her into the guild. We taught her how to do every raid. She's raiding with us all the time. She just needs to be a High Lord. So that was really cool. So we actually had brought people in from our teaching. And when she started, you know, joining us for those teaching raids, she'd never raided before. Like, she was a total raid newbie. She was like in a tiny, like, static group guild, didn't get out much, but she saw the postings for the teaching raids, and she was like, you know, I'd like to learn these raids, and here we are, you know, a year and a half later, and she's awesome. I love her. I'm so glad that she's part of this guild now. And you know, last year she got to help the teaching raids. Like 2 years ago, she was there as a newbie learning them, and then last year she was there as one of my guildies helping with the teaching raids. So that is just so cool. So yeah, if you're on Sarlona, or even if not, you know, we've even had, over the years, we've had people make tunes on Sarlona just so they could attend these teaching raids, which has been really cool.
Okay.
And last year, we live streamed them. In 2015, I did videos of all the